Today we will be studying about the types of channel bottom. You have to understand these types of channel bottom and also the various zones are there. So in this chapter they may ask you to draw the profile. Right, before that what you have to see is whenever this water is flowing in an open channel flow, and what is this gradually varied flow? Gradually varied flow means the depth of water may either increase gradually or it may decrease gradually. Okay, both cases can happen. Like if a water surface is there, suppose if you are considering a dam, so this is the water surface. Initially it was flowing with a certain same uniformly. After that, maybe due to some obstruction, what is happening, its height is increasing. So from the normal level, how much amount of water is rising? So this water profile we have to plot. So in a non-uniform flow, what is the shape of this water profile? Either it may be increasing or decreasing. So that water profile we have to draw. That is studied in this gradually varied flow. So that change is called as that dy by dx. Like from the initial level, either it may increase or decrease. So in the case of can we clearly explain the case of a dam? Suppose if a dam is there, the water will be initially flowing with a uniform rate. So depth will be a uniform one. So that depth of flow is called as yn. That depth is called as normal depth. But when a dam is there, what is happening here? The water level is increasing gradually at this point. So this is your y, required y. This is the depth that is changing. So this y, this water profile you have to plot. So either it may increase or sometimes the water may decrease, right? In some cases the water, if it is flowing, if there is any thing, they will be flowing, so the depth may also can decrease. So these depths are very important. So first is when the flow in the channel is uniform, the depth of flow is called as a normal depth, and one critical depth is there. So when the flow is there, there is one point where specific energy is minimum, and that depth of flow is known as a critical depth. And the slope of that channel, the slope of any channel through which it is flowing, the slope of the channel at the critical depth is known as a critical slope, and that is denoted by S0. Clear? SC, that is called as SC. That means in the channel there will be a point where the depth will be critical depth, that is specific energy will be minimum. At that slope of the bed is called as a critical slope of the bed, and S0 means is the bed slope. Okay, it is a bed slope, and SC is a slope where the depth is critical. So three y values are needed: yn, yc and y. Yc means at any specific energy will be minimum at any point throughout this flow, that is known as critical flow. And y means the depth which is needed by us, that is this water profile depth. And this water profile you have to plot also. This water curve you have to plot also. It may be either increasing or decreasing. That you will be studying later. Before this, these are the very important things that you should know. Okay. First is there are different types of channel bottom. So first I'll explain this mild slope channel. So what is a mild slope channel? Usually when you are plotting, there will be one channel bottom and a critical depth line and normal depth line. It is not necessary that critical depth line is below or normal depth line is above. It can either occur in any of this way. To explain this zone, I have first taken this mild slope channel. So in this mild slope channel means this is the channel bottom, there will be a critical depth line. That means there the depth will be critical. Critical depth line will be there and a normal depth line will be there. So this portion is called as yn. This is the normal depth line. Okay, so when a slope is a mild slope, yn is greater than yc. Yn will be greater than yc. That is the condition, and that means the slope of the bed is less than sc. That is like slope will be a slightly mild slope only. It won't be horizontal. Slightly it will be mild slope will be there like this. In this way, gradual like small slope will be there. In the figure it is like horizontal, but it is slight mild slope is there. So in that case, what is happening is the bed slope is less than the critical slope, and yn is greater than yc. That is a condition for mild slope. You have to remember, yn is greater than yc. So the MDL line is above the CDL line, yn is greater than yc. And actually there are three zones accordingly. First is zone 3. Zone 3 means it is the distance between the bed slope and the critical depth line. It is the zone below this critical depth line is called as a zone 3. And zone 2 means it is between NDL and CDL, and zone 1 means it is above this NDL and CDL is zone 1. Clear? So three zones are there. First is zone 3 is always below the critical depth line. Zone 2 is between NDL and CDL, and zone 1 is above the CDL and NDL. That is zone 1. So clear? Zone 1 means above NDL and CDL. Zone 2 means between NDL and CDL, and zone 3 means it is below this CDL value. Okay. So for a mild slope, this condition you have to remember, yn is always greater than yc. Next is a critical slope channel. Critical slope channel means here the normal depth line and critical depth line will be same. Okay. In this case, the normal depth line and the critical depth line will be same. So I have told you what is a zone 3. Zone 3 means it is here NDL and CDL both are equal. So this zone 2 won't be there, right? NDL and CDL. So zone 2 won't be there. Only zone 3 and zone 1 will be there. Zone 1 means above NDL, CDL, and zone 3 was below CDL. So these two zones only will be there in the critical slope channel. Critical slope channel condition is yn is equal to yc. Clear? And s0 is equal to sc. This is the condition for critical slope channel. Next is a steep slope channel. Steep slope channel means the channel slope is steep, so the bed slope is greater than the critical slope. It is a steep slope, so s0 is greater than sc. And in this condition, yn is less than yc. That means the normal depth line will be below and critical depth line will be above. So this is yn and this is yc. And here also three zones are there, as I told you. Below this normal depth line, whatever you are taking, below this normal depth line and critical depth line, the zone is called as zone 2. This below this normal depth line and critical depth line is zone 2. Above the normal depth and critical depth line is called as zone 3 and zone 1. Okay, so this is the equation for a steep slope channel. Clear? So instead of steep slope channel, always yn is less than yc. So this NDL value will be less, NDL value will be below, and this CDL value will be above. Is this clear to you? So this is the case of a steep slope channel. And next condition is the horizontal channel. Horizontal channel means here the slope S0 is 0. Clear? In this case, in a horizontal channel, S0 is 0, and we know the equation of SF by S0 is yn by y the whole cube. This we have derived. So S0 is SF into y by yn. But here yn is infinity in the case of a horizontal channel. That is, yn is infinity. So what is happening? This is this can be, if this is infinity, S0 should be equal to 0. So for a horizontal channel, the S0 is equal to 0, and here yn is infinity, and this is the critical depth line. Clear? This is the critical depth line, and what is happening here is critical depth line. So here there will be only two zones, that is zone 2 and zone 3. Zone 2 means it is above this critical depth line, and zone 3 means here yn is infinity. Okay, so in that case zone 1 can't be seen, so here only zone 2 and zone 3 will be there. This is the case of a horizontal channel. Next is an adverse slope channel. Adverse slope channel or a negative slope channel means the channel bottom, this is an adverse curve. Actually it is difficult to plot a profile here. so it's not needed that much. So first is an adverse slope channel, means the channel bottom slope rises, is called as an adverse slope. Here S0 is less than 0, bed slope is less than 0, the bottom slope is a negative slope. So negative slope or increasing height of the channel bottom is in the direction of flow is not possible. So yn is imaginary here, yn value is imaginary here. So here only two zones will be there, A1 and A3. Okay, that is first zone 1 and zone 3 only will be there. And after this, this channel slope can be further classified as a sustaining channel slope and non-sustaining channel slope. Sustaining channel flow means the slope is positive. So in that case, it may be a critical, mild or steep slope, and non-sustaining when the slope is negative or 0. It is when it is horizontal it is 0, and when it is adverse it is negative. So just to go through these terms, like when a critical flow is there, yn is equal to yc, and then what is this mild slope? When a channel is having mild slope, yn is greater than yc, and if it is a steep slope, yn is less than yc. These all condition you have to remember, right? So this is only about the other things. Okay, so now we will, horizontal channel means yn is infinity, and if adverse slope yn is imaginary. So these conditions are very important, and according to that you have to try to write the zones also. Zone means if it is if a channel below this critical depth line, that is zone 3, and if it is between NDL and CDL, it is zone 2, and if it is above that NDL line, that is zone 1. If it is then above this CDL and NDL, that is called as a zone 0. Clear? Is it clear to you? So here one correction is there, I guess. If it is so, this will be zone 3, right? Zone 3 and zone 1. Okay, because zone 1 is always above this NDL and CDL in this case, and NDL is here between NDL and CDL, it is zone 2, and here when anything is above this NDL, that means it is zone 3. Clear? Is this portion clear to you? And just go through this portion. These are the conditions that you have to remember.